more of this truck until I get like a tripod or something, or like a GoPro, because those are the better cameras, and it'll give y'all a chance to look at me and my hands while I'm physically doing the work, and I can speed through the videos. That's what everybody else does. They speed through the videos. I mean, speed through the time, and then they explain what they're doing at the end, but you still can get an actual sight of what they're doing, basically. But anyway, today I got the inside wiring harness out, which is, this is the driver side harness, and the other harness is to the passenger side, which is this harness here, passenger side harness. And then I took out the little black plastic parts that cover up the back housing, and this is the inside of the truck. Well, this is actually where I'm at with it now, which I'm starting to get it cleaned out more and more. And I still got the little seatbelt straps that I'm gonna have to get out, which I'll probably do because I'm changing the seatbelts, because the insides I have basically like the same color those door panels. They're like in like a what is that? I guess you would say like a peanut butter color. But the door panels are fine, but the dash and stuff, the reason why I haven't put the dash in yet, because obviously I already had a dash frame back in. I could really put the dash in, but I'm glad I didn't do that today, because I found out that a couple of the connectors are different on the 2013 from the 2019. They are similar, but two of the connectors didn't match. And instead of me going and putting everything back together and then running risk of later on down the line saying, damn, I should have changed this out when I had it, I went on and took it out. Now, I haven't took it out the other truck yet, but I took it out of this truck. And the wire harness basically runs from the front, where you see those white clips that on both sides, and it runs all the way down, all the way up to the airbag sensors. It runs to the rear end. That's actually where the connector goes and sends power to the rear end. It also sends power to two connectors on the side of the on the corner panels. I guess those are some kind of crash sensors or something. I'm not exactly sure. Or they might be some kind of motion sensors. I'm not exactly sure what sensors they are. And it runs down this firewall here, and then it runs down this firewall, and so on like that. A few of the connectors were obviously connectors that I kept, because I'm pretty sure they should be the same. I don't really know until I get it out the truck, probably whenever I do that, which is probably coming soon. And next time y'all see it, I should have the carpet laid down, and all the stuff will be cleaned out of cleaned off the floor, and I'll probably have the carpet laid down, and I'll probably have it wired up too for the most part. And then I'll probably have to do the biggest thing after this. Once I get it wired up and I get the dash, the actual dash cover wiring and the radio and all that stuff back in, and the steering wheel, and then the motor and transmission, which I still have a couple of tightening up to do, because I also had to drop the gas tank, because the gas tank in this one, let me see if y'all can see. And you can notice that there's no fuel pumps, and there's 2 fuel pumps on these trucks. So with that being said, when I got this truck, there was no doors. As you can see, it got all the doors on it, front and rear, even though I had to buy the rear ones. And then I have a sunroof. As you can see, the sunroof's in and out too. So it was basically raining inside of here, and there was a lot of trash and junk everywhere. So I don't know what's in the tank and what got in the tank. So rather than run the risk of putting the fuel pumps out of the other tank in this one and risk contaminating and clogging them up, I just went on and dropped the whole tank out of the other truck, and I'm gonna be putting it in this one soon. I'm working on the grass right now. Probably when I move the other truck out the way, I'll probably be pushing it up, and then that's probably when I'll probably put the tank in here. When I raise it back up, I take this tank down and put the new tank up, and then put the rear suspension back up. And then after that, be pretty much down here from there. Like I'm getting close and closer as days pass to the finishing result. I mean, I can't believe how far I've come so far, because this truck had nothing on it. Like I said, it had no bumper, it had no tail lights, it had nothing. So I really done a lot of work. The only thing is it has these dummy tires, but obviously I got something better than factory tires that's going on here. So we'll get to that when that part comes. But basically, the only other part I'm gonna have to have touched up is probably this one. where I said in an earlier video where I tried to tack this in myself, but when I tacked this piece in, I couldn't get it tacked to this piece. So they do sell a piece online where it actually runs from here and it replaces. I think you'll have to drill this tack weld out, and then probably, yeah, this is like this on the tack weld. Once you drill the tack weld out and you get this piece off, you can take this off, and then it's supposed to take the place, and it welds in place right there. But other than that, I mean, it's still a lot of tightening up, but like I said, I'm making a lot of progress. So I was just shooting this video for y'all to see how far I've come, and it's really going together pretty nice. So truck is pretty much coming to be assembled. Everything's going in for the most part. Just like little stuff I run into, like the wire harness, that's gonna throw me behind a couple of days because I wasn't expecting for that to be different, because it's exactly the same truck except for it's little small things like the wire that'll trip you up, and little stuff like that that'll trip you up. It's very small stuff, but it can also cause a major defect, because if I didn't plug it up, there's no telling what it went to, and it wouldn't be working when I, start the truck up, and I just didn't want it to be like that. So that's why I took the wiring out. So some people might have, kept the wiring and just ran the risk of just plugging it up and just leaving those connectors that weren't plugged up out, which you could do that if that was you. But my decision was to, take the wiring out and rewire. Even though it's gonna take me longer, it's gonna be beneficial in the end, because this is something that I've always wanted, that I've been wanting for a couple of years, and I finally got my hands on one for a good price, very good to be honest. So then I actually got my hands on something else where it was able for me to build it, and then most of the work I'm doing it myself, so which makes it a lot easier. I did have a lot of problems getting this blower housing in when I finally got that in. So it's going, like I said, it's going pretty smooth. Like I said, when y'all see it next time, I'll probably have the carpet in, and I have everything rewired. Maybe I have more than that done. I know I'm gonna have to replace one of the seat belts also, because only one of the seat belts, that seat belt is not locked up, but this one is, because the truck that it came out of was in a wreck, so I'm probably gonna have to buy 2 seat belts. But that's no big deal. I'm pretty sure that can't be that expensive. And I need a seat airbag, and I need a couple of parts I'm gonna have to purchase, but like what I've been doing, I've been buying stuff little by little until I get everything. The main thing is get it wired up and get it so it runs, and then we can just go from there. But all right, it was just me touching base with y'all on this bill, and I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and enjoy your Good Friday. I know we can't go outside. Well, you're not supposed to go outside of your housing area, but try to enjoy your Good Friday, those of you who can. And I hope everybody have a blessed day. All right, peace out.